They're coming from 181 countries as of yesterday. Right, and we're a dumping ground. We're like a garbage can for the world. That's what's happened. That's what's happened to our. We're like a garbage can. First time I've ever said garbage can, but you know what? It's a very accurate description.
A garbage can. Donald Trump describes America, a country that has given him more than he deserved, including a presidency he had zero qualifications for, as a garbage can. Donald Trump's grandfather, Friedrich Drumpf, came to this country from Bavaria, aka Germany, in 1885 as a 16-year-old draft dodger. He bought the one-way steamship ticket in order to avoid compulsory military service in his home country. That is an example that his grandson, Cadet Bone Spurs, would later follow to keep from serving in Vietnam. Among the jobs the teenage coward wound up doing here in America were working as a barber and allegedly as a pimp, running a saloon where he rented female prostitutes to gold prospectors, since he had failed as a gold prospector himself. He eventually invested in real estate in New York, married a fellow German, and tried to go home. But Germany stripped him of his citizenship for draft dodging, and he returned to the U.S. for good. Lucky us. His middle child, Fred, was Donald Trump's father. Fred inherited New York properties from his father and built his real estate empire by becoming a slumlord in Queens, New York, taking advantage of generous tax incentives while also being a prolific tax evader, best known for buying up and ruining Coney Island. He used to lie about his German heritage, pretending to be Swedish so he could do business with Jewish New Yorkers, while getting sued by the Nixon administration for refusing to rent apartments to black New Yorkers. Donald Trump's mother, born Marianne McLeod, was an immigrant too, from Scotland. She was working as a maid when she met Fred, but pretty soon, with Fred on her arm, she was sporting fur coats and jewels, while refusing to let her own nieces and nephews have free access to the coin laundry in the buildings the Trumps let them live in, and sometimes withholding heat, according to her niece, Mary Trump. And then there's Donald, a man who was born with $317 million in the bank, who, after Fred helped him get into UPenn and then handed over his real estate empire, promptly lost $900 million on bad real estate and casino investments. He was saved by Russian money, and then by Mark Burnett, when he was dead broke, but a good enough performer to land a job as the star of The Apprentice on NBC. And that fame, despite his having no actual skills, convinced enough Americans that he should be president that he defeated a former First Lady, U.S. Senator, and Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, despite losing the popular vote by 3 million votes. He and his family have done nothing but grift off this country. They stole and took and have given nothing back. Trump and his adult sons are banned from doing business in the state of New York for committing charities fraud. They didn't pay taxes and scammed the state to the point where Trump now owes the state of New York nearly $500 million. Donald Trump has a lot of effing nerve calling this country, a country that has given him every undeserved benefit a mediocre, garish, tacky, creepy sex pest, whiner, and felon could possibly imagine. A garbage can because of immigrants who, unlike his cynical, sociopathic immigrant family, have actually given this country something in return. Joining me now is Tim O'Brien, Senior Executive Editor of Bloomberg Opinion.